Just do it like this. All right. Speedy Gods just subscribed. Was that on the Twitch side? Hold on. Oh no, Speedy Gods subscribed on the YouTube. Appreciate it, man. This will definitely be uploaded on the YouTube as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, back to here. Sorry. I had to check right there. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I have display capture on, but alright, let's get to it. Level 9, Yoko the Graceful Mayakashi. You can only control one Yoko, the Graceful Mayakashi. You can only use each of these effects of Yoko, the Graceful Mayakashi, once per turn. If a single monster in your opponent whose original level isn't destroyed by battle by an opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you can banish one other zombie monster from your graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. So I think the biggest thing that stands out with this card is I don't like the fact that it's 11 because you need a synchro summon monster that is 11 that was synchro summoned. That was level 11. If it's destroyed by battle card effect, then you can bring this card out from your grave. So its first effect may not be too useful, but its second effect is really what stands out. Because one, there's a way to bring this card out with just the Mayakashi engine. And then two, what do you call it? That zombie spell card. I think it's Book of Life. I think it's called Book of Life. Book of Life can special summon this card from the graveyard, which will allow you to pop a monster on the field when you special summon this card from the graveyard. Or you can play other cards that can special summon monsters from the graveyard too. So this card does, you don't have to, like, you can special summon this card in a whole bunch of different ways and it will get its effect to pop a monster on the field. Well, compared to everything else in this box, yeah, it's a UR. But from what I've seen in the leaks, I am not too confident. Goki Super X. Level 4 Earth Warrior Effect Monster. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one Goki monster from your hand. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Goki card from your deck to your hand, except Goki Super X. You can only use this effect to Goki Super X once per turn. Alright, so you special summon another Goki monster from your hand, any level, and if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you do search for another Goki card. Alright. Gizmek Yata, the Gleaming Vanguard, level 5 Machine Light. Level 5 Machine Light, interesting level. I mean, I've already seen this card, but it's just... You can special summon this card from your hand by attributing one normal summon monster. You can only use each of these effects of Gizmek Yata, the Gleaming Vanguard, once per turn. During your main phase, if this card was normal or special summon this turn, you can immediately after this card's effect resolves, normal summon one monster. If you do, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except monsters with the same original type as that monster. If this card is special summoned by its own effect, is tributed, gain 2,050 life points. This card's, this is probably the closest to UR. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you would play with this card. Machine Light. You can, you could just normal summon. So what you can do technically though, I mean, if it's in your hand, you can normal summon a monster, tribute it, and then like maybe you play, for example, whatchamacallit, Relink Kuribo. You know, you summon Relink Kuribo, you contribute that for Gizmek, get the Relink Kuribo's effect to draw one, and then you get this card's effect to where during the main phase, if it was normal special summon, you can normal summon again, but it has to be the same type, so it would have to be a Fiend you'd have to tribute summon afterward, because it has to be the same type. Or you could just normal summon another level 4 or lower monster. So it can give you... So, this card... Okay, so I think Gizmek Yata could be useful and decks that you have to normal summon more than twice. Like, let's say you play a ritual deck, okay? You open up 2 Sonic Birds and Yata. You can summon 1 Sonic Bird, get its search, tribute it, special summon Yata, and then now you can normal summon another monster, another Sonic Bird to get another search. Or something like that, you know what I mean? So I think that would be the way to play with Yata. This might be useful for Yosenjus as well. Because, I don't know, maybe you play some type of machine deck. I don't know. Yosenjus, it might be useful because you get to get another normal summon in. Because Yosenjus are all... Oh, I don't think they're all the same type. Well, most of them are. There might be something there with Yosenjus, maybe. Ancient Golem deck? I don't know. But that's the strat I think is going to be the best. If you want to activate 2 normal summoned effects a turn, Gizmek will be the card. Here's a card I like, though. This should be a UR. Tatsu Necro. Zombie Tuner level 3. If this card is... if this normal summoned or set monster would be used as Synchro material, 1 monster in your hand can be used as one of the other materials. If you do this, all materials for that summon are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. You cannot special summon monsters except zombie type monsters. Now, you could use Tatsu Necro and a zombie monster in hand. And the reason why I say zombie monster in hand is... think about it. Think about it, guys. Shiranuis. You do have to banish, which is unfortunate. But that's another way to bring out the level 10. Tatsu Necro, level 4. Level log. Tatsu Necro becomes level 7. Sorry. Oh, actually... no, that wouldn't work. Never mind. But you can still do level log with Tatsu Necro. Sorry. I'm not even thinking, because, yeah, that wouldn't work. Summon Tatsu Necro, level 3. Actually... you can go into Yoko here. You have Tatsu Necro, level 3, level log, Synchro summon. Sorry, I was still thinking not level 10, Yoko. So, when I was testing this out, you could go to Yoko, the Graceful Mayakashi, with another level 3 in hand. So you summon Tatsu Necro and level log. I think that's going to be very abused. Tatsu Necro is going to be very, very abused. With level log skill, yes. Or you could play level duplication, still a level 4. And let's say you have another level 3 in your hand. You could go into a Squire Saga. And we haven't gotten to another level 7 we have in here either, which is Tengu. We will get to that in a second as well. You do have to banish them, though. That's why I think it's better with Shiranuis, because they'll get their banished effects. Mainly with Spirit Master. But on to the next one. Make sure y'all can see it. Dakki, the Graceful Mayakashi. You can only control 1 Dakki, the Graceful Mayakashi, when Mayakashi monster is special summoned to your field from the extra deck while this card is in the graveyard. You can special summon this card. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except Mayakashi monsters. Remember that. So, one thing that's noted with this card, it is not once per turn. So you can special summon this card as many times as you want. So remember that as we go through these cards, because I will show you a combo with Mayakashi that is actually pretty interesting, and I think that's going to be the main combo of this deck. But yeah, remember that you could special summon it more than once. So if you synchro summon with it, you can bring it back out, I'm pretty sure. Goki Twist Cobra, SR level 3. Don't know why any of these are SRs. Quick effect. You contribute 1 Goki monster, and then target 1 Goki monster you control. It gains attack equal to the original attack of the attributed monster until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Goki card from your deck to your hand, except Goki Twist Cobra. You can only use each of these effective Goki Twist Cobra once per turn. This card actually seems pretty decent. because it's a quick effect. You contribute one Goku monster, including itself. So if you have 2 Goki monsters on your field, your opponent attacks. You could activate this during the damage step. You contribute, and then you can increase their attack. Hey, Kazi-Jin, appreciate the follow. You have now entered the void. Appreciate the follow, my guy. Oops. See, I'm on display, so I gotta kind of go in there and see who's doing it. Sorry. All right, we're back. But yeah, Twist Cobra. I gotta change my display capture. That's what I have to do later on, man. I'm just. But yeah, Goki Twist Cobra actually seems decent, but we need some special summoning in this deck. And we actually have special summoning with Super X. Okay, so I can see the combo. Super X into Twist Cobra. And then during the battle phase, one of them will gain 3,400 attack. And then when they're tributed, you get the search. And then when they tribute themselves, you get the search as well, because they're sent from the field to the graveyard. And then you get to pretty much search for another Super X. Interesting. Alright, Goki Scorpio, SR. Level 5. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Goki monsters. It bypassed Necro. Yeah! Goku's in Duel-Links now? No, I said no. These guys that has to do better next. Do they? If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Goki monsters, you can normal summon this card without treating. If this card is sent from the field to your hand. Wait, don't we have a skill that increases the attack of Earth Warrior Oh no, I think it's normal warrior monsters. With Joey? Dude, we might have to use that Joey skill now. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Goki card for your deck. Yeah, so you search 2. So you can special summon this card. You can special summon him. Normal summon Super X. Special summon Twist Cobra. Now the highest any of your Goki monsters can become. Oops, let me go find it. Would be 23 plus 18. That would be 41K, 39. So they're gonna be hard to get over attack wise. So you can pull some, and then you search when it gets sent from the graveyard. So that, like I said, they're just attacking. But if you know what you're doing, and you can probably dodge effects with the tributing effect. But like I said, cards that banish, that destroy, you guys gotta watch out for that, because I still see no defense for that, and that's the biggest thing I worry about this deck. I think this deck needs Cyclones, Fiendish Chains, and all of that. So this deck's gonna need some protection, but it searches itself. All right, Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight. We just got a new skill for Gaia the Fierce Knights. Level 7. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, if a monster with attack higher than this card is special summoned to your opponent's field, except during the damage step, you can make this card gain 700 attack until the end of this turn. So, we did get a new skill from Yugi called Spiral Swirl Strike. If you have a Gaia monster that's 2300 attack, I think it's even or higher or something like that, but if it's 2300 attack, you could literally get a Spiral Swirl Strike set from outside of your deck, and then you could activate it. And this card gains 700 attack too. So when your opponent special summons a monster from, well, just special summons a monster, yeah. Just special summoning a monster on the field, this card becomes 3,000 attack. So that's something interesting. We're getting, like I said, we got 1 Gaia monster, more Gaia support. But who knows, man? Maybe we might try a Spiral Swirl Strike deck with this card. This card might actually help. All right. SR Beast of the Pharaoh. What the? I remember this card. This card wasn't too good unless you used it for a Synchro. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a Synchro summon, you can target one level 4 or lower zombie type monster in your graveyard. Supposed to summon that target. It's an SR. I mean, it has a good effect, but got a Synchro summon with it. Maybe there might be a faster way to Synchro summon with this card to make it even more broken. Konami tested it out, so they might be on to something. I can't think of, oops, sorry. I can't think of any combos off the top of my head. I mean, Beast of the Pharaoh. I mean, I can see Beast of the Pharaoh and Plague Spreader. Or Beast of the Pharaoh, no. I mean, you can make a zombie deck with Plague and have another zombie in the grave and just go Plague Spreader, go into like a level 5. You do have a level 5 zombie monster in the game now too. So we will get to that. And then you could go Beast of the Pharaoh. That's what I think might happen. But that's the best I can think of right now. Unless you already have a tuner and then you just summon Beast of the Pharaoh. So this card might be a little bit too hard to pull off. But we'll see what happens. Mayakashi Return. Spell card SR. Take one Mayakashi card from your deck, except Mayakashi Return, and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You can only activate one Mayakashi Return per turn. So this card is very, very good for Mayakashis because you can either search it, any card, any Mayakashi card from your deck, or it's add it to your hand, or you can send it to the graveyard. This card will be one of your combo setting cards. This card will help you add consistency to your combo. 3 of these off top if you're working on a Mayakashi deck. 3 of these immediately, no questions asked. Because with Mayakashi Return, you could go down and send Dakki to the graveyard before you do your Synchro summoning plays. So yeah, you could use Return to send Dakki to the graveyard. And then you Synchro summon and you bring Dakki out. Very good card. And then there's other Mayakashi cards that you can search. You can search for this one too. Mayakashi Winter. SR. Monsters your opponent controls lose, it's a continuous. Monsters lose 100 attack and defense for each Mayakashi monster with a different name in your graveyard. You can only use one of the following effects to Mayakashi Winter per turn and only once that turn. Send this card and one Mayakashi monster you control to the graveyard. Draw 1 card. Banish this card, 1 zombie type monster from your graveyard. Then target 1 Mayakashi monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. In the DL chat, I'm kind of excited for the deck. Yeah, Mayakashi seems pretty good. What's going on, Hippo? Where are you checking this? We're checking this from the actual official Konami website. Yeah, it's in the official game. What's going on, Inash? Ready's in DL chat. I'm gonna, yeah, dude. So what I like about Mayakashi Winter is the first effect is alright, but the second effect is what I really like about this card. Now, if you're running this in a 20 card deck, it's kind of this card might brick the deck because, you know, I was checking out the cards and it might be too slow. And the reason I say that is it might take you a setup or two just trying to get this card to work because you have to put this card in the graveyard. You can use it with Return. You can throw this card in the graveyard with Return. But how are you going to get another card in the graveyard? There is a couple ways you can do this with Return, though. I don't know. I think this is going to take some testing for the Mayakashis. But I do like its second effect. Banish this card and 1 zombie type monster from your graveyard. Then target 1 Mayakashi. So you need to have 2 zombie type monsters in your graveyard. And then that's when you special summon. So this may be like a turn 2 and onward card. Because when you use its graveyard effect, if you get this card in the grave and use its graveyard effect, you'd want to special summon this. Because if you special summon this, you get its popping effect where you destroy 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. So yeah. Return can throw this card in the graveyard from your deck though. Because like I said, Mayakashi Return sends any card to the graveyard from your deck if you wanted to, or you could search it. So you want to use, so you know, let's say, like I said, you want to special summon Yoko the Graceful Mayakashi. Then you send Winter to the grave, have another zombie in graveyard other than Yoko. Banish this card and the Yoko, and that monster to special summon Yoko to get the pop. Y'all starting to see it. This card with Shiranui's is going to be interesting. Ghost meets Girl, a Shiranui story. Quick play spell card. If your opponent controls a monster, discard one zombie monster. Special summon one Shiranui monster with a different name from your deck or graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon monsters except zombie type monsters for the rest of your turn. After this card resolves, you can only activate one Ghost Meets Girl Shiranui story once per turn. This card could do some combos. I think this card is going to see the most use. In Shiranui builds, yes, but I think it's going to be even doing better in decks that you could fuse with Shiranui cards. Let's say Vampire Shiranuis. If y'all haven't seen it on my YouTube, check it out. Shiranui Vampires with Master of Fusion. That card, imagine if y'all seen that video, go watch it if you haven't. Imagine this card in that deck. You could send a Retainer, you could send any zombie type monster from your hand, and you're just grabbing out a Shiranui monster, special summoning it from your deck or graveyard. You know how broken that sounds? Imagine if they send a Squire Saga to the graveyard, or your level 10 to the graveyard, or your level 6 to the graveyard. Activate Shiranui story, discard, special summon it back onto the field. This card is actually broken. This card is actually broken. We're gonna find a link to the site. It's a fashion fruit. It's in the game. You just gotta go to the news inside the game, and it should be there. But yeah, this card is gonna be very powerful. It's like a monster reborn for Shiranui's, and it's a quick play. Definitely try out this card. Shiranui style Solemnity. Continuous spell card. This card's name becomes Shiranui style Synthesis while it's in the spell and trap card zone. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Banish one zombie type monster from your graveyard. Normal and special summon of your zombie type monster cannot be negated for the rest of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. Target one zombie type monster you control, banish it, then you can send one zombie type monster with zero defense from your deck to the graveyard. So it seems like more of a setup card, Solemnity. But knowing how this meta goes, playing against Shiranui, it seems like it might be too slow. But this might, you may have to play, but it just might, I don't know if Shiranui has room for this card. I really don't. Maybe you may have to encourage Shiranui to play their style a little bit differently in order to use this card. But I don't know. The way that, so see, the problem is, there's a couple Shiranui cards you could definitely throw into the Shiranui deck as it is now. But a lot of these cards that are like SRs and stuff, just, I don't see no room, as Shiranui is already powerful enough as it is. But I don't know, man. Maybe y'all could tell me some broken combos with it. You can banish from the graveyard and get your graveyard effects with it. You can send your tuner from the deck to the graveyard with this, though. That is also another plus. Even though you have to banish a monster you control to do it. So who knows? Maybe there's some broken combos with this later on. We'll have to see. Alright, so we got another Synchro. What's going on, Organic Samurai, Maverick, Big City, Jenner? Tengu the Winged Mayakashi. Level 7, Zombie Synchro effect. You can only so all of these are generic, by the way, as well. Slime Loves, appreciate the follow. You have now entered the Void. When is the next KC Cup? It's next month, King. What's going on, Tekker? King Mono, appreciate the follow. You have now entered the Void. Alright, so this is a generic level 7. You can only control one Tengu, the Winged Mayakashi. You can only use each of these effects of Tengu, the Winged Mayakashi, once per turn. If a Synchro monster in your possession whose original level is 9 is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other zombie type monster from your graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can destroy one spell or trap your opponent controls. So, with Winged Mayakashi, you can only bring this card out if you have a level 9 Synchro Summon monster that is destroyed by battle or by card effect. Any Synchro Summon monster. Most of the time, you're probably going to see it combined with Yoko being destroyed, and then from Yoko going down into Tengu. So, I'm going to give y'all a hint from how this deck is going to go. Think of this deck as you're building up a stack of dominoes just to knock them back down. Because let me tell you, when you're gonna synchro summon, the way the deck is gonna run is gonna go all the way up from Tengu to Yoko. Once they destroy Yoko, it's gonna go down to Tengu, and then it's gonna go down to another level 5 and a level 3, which we're gonna touch on in a little bit. That's gonna be the strat. That is literally the strat of this deck currently. But yeah, let's keep it moving. We got another Shiranui card. And it's good because they do have their pop effects as they shrivel down too. Alright. What box is that? This is the new box we're going to get on the 28th, I heard, Vincent. Yeah, I know. We got more support for Shiranuis. Yeah, I don't understand Konami's logic. I told you, man, Konami, I don't know what's going on with Konami today, man. They're on one. First with the ban list, and now this. Level 5. So we got a level 5 Shiranui card, Sword Saga. Generic level 5. 19 attack, 0 defense. You can only special summon Shiranui Sword Saga once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can target one monster on the field, change its battle position. If this card is banished, you can special summon one Shiranui token. You can only use this effect of Shiranui Sword Saga once per turn. So, I think so the way to bring out Sword Saga, I'm guessing, is, I think it's in here, Shiranui Sword Master. It's a level 2, I don't know why. I think there's another Shiranui card in here too. Oh, they didn't add it in here. Isn't it level 3? Don't we have a level 3 non-tuner? It's that other one that we already have in the game, right? That does, if it's banished, they can't be destroyed by battle. To go into the level 5 from the grave. I'm pretty sure that's the one. But yeah, interesting. So you get to special summon a token when it's banished. Maybe there might be some shenanigans with what do you call it? That one spell card that can switch positions with your token and your opponent's monster. That card's gonna be that'd be cheeky. That'd be a cheeky play. But you can't switch positions when you just go into it. It's generic. I like its effect for it being generic because it's a level 5 and it changes positions just like Amatrix. So it's like a mini Amatrix, but this time instead of special summon monsters, it could target one monster and switch it to the fence. So it doesn't have to be special summon for it to switch it to the fence. It is targeting though. That's why I call it a mini Amatrix, because its effect still isn't as good. But one upside to it is it could be any monster, not just special summoned. So interesting card. Ballista the token. Oh my god, clapping and smoking. You are right. Yeah. Yeah, Slide Loves. Alright, we got another Mayakashi card. Shafu the Wheeled Mayakashi. Level 3 Earth Zombie. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Earth, fire, water. What decks do you know? What engine do you guys know that use earth, water, and fire? Y'all go ahead and tell me. Y'all already know. That's not a good sign either. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Mayakashi monster in your graveyard. Hey, Hellhounds, Bite Mark. Appreciate the follow. You have now entered the void. Hey, Perseverance, have a good one, bro. Yeah, Big City. Vincent, appreciate the follow. You have now entered the void. Pretty good, Hellhounds. We're just reviewing this box, trying to give y'all the best advice I can at the time. Appreciate the host, Hellhounds. Appreciate you, my boy. All right, let's get back into it. Alrighty. So, if this card is no more special summon, you can target one Mayakashi monster in your graveyard except Shafu, the wheeled Mayakashi. Special summon it in defense, but negate its effects. You can only use this effect of Shafu, the wheeled Mayakashi once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Mayakashi monsters. So, Shafu is also going to be another card. This is going to be another card, so here's another way you guys could do this as well. So we haven't gotten to the level 5 yet. So as far as we see, oh no, well you can't go Shiranui because you have to use the Mayakashi monster. All right, so Shafu plus Dakki is a level 5, so we gotta look for level 5s now. But first, before we do that, let's go into Yuko Musume, the Ice Mayakashi. Water, level 1. If you control a Mayakashi card other than Yuki Musume, the Ice Moyakashi, I keep mispronouncing it. While this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card, then send one zombie type monster from your deck to the graveyard. It could even be the same card. Any zombie type monster from your deck to the graveyard as well, remember that. You can only use this effect of Yuki Musume once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra except Mayakashi monsters. So, I think we showed them all. Now it's time to show you guys the combo. 2-card combo. Oh wait, actually, let's go over the synchros first. Before we do that, let's go over the synchros first. I want to skip on to the synchros right quick. We got Oboro Guruma, the wheeled Mayakashi. Before we go over there, I want to... Let's put all the cards down. Let's go through all the synchros. Generic level 3. We have another generic level 3 in the game. That's actually cool. If a synchro monster in your possession whose original level is 5 is destroyed by battle or the opponent's card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other zombie type monster from your graveyard. And if you do, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can activate this effect. This turn, your opponent cannot be your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So level 5, banish, special summon, can't be destroyed by battle. Let's move over to Sunji Gumo, the poisonous, the Mayakashi. Level 5. Same thing, if a level 7 is destroyed by battle on their opponent's card effect while this card is in the graveyard, banish one other zombie type monster, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can have each player send the top 3 cards from their deck to the graveyard. So now y'all are seeing how to work this. Now, there's a couple ways you could do this. Let's see if we can go into the level 3. One way to go into the level 3 is this. Yuki and Dakki. Summon Dakki. So let's say you go turn 1, summon Dakki. It's a level 2. You have Dakki on the field, which means you activated the requirement to be able to special summon Yuki Musume from your hand or the graveyard onto the field. Level 3, Synchro Summon Guruma. Now, if what I think works, that means Dakki hits the graveyard. You Synchro Summon from the extra deck. Dakki special summons again. 3, level 2, go into Tashigumo. Level 5. Dakki special summons again. I'm gonna keep going back to it. Dakki special summons again. You go down to your level 7. Tengu, the Wii Mayakashi. You can only special summon Mayakashi monsters. Now, we go up to the UR card. Dakki, special summons again. Yoko, the Graceful Mayakashi. And now it trickles back down. Yoko, they destroy this. They destroy this. This comes out. Pops the back row. Destroy this. This comes out. Mill 3 cards. This comes out. Can't be destroyed by battle. What's going on, Crunchyroll? So that is the strat on how to play with that deck. You only get it here. Also, if you need help with dueling that combo, return. You could search into one of your combo pieces. If you don't want to special summon from the graveyard and you want to wait for Winter, Winter. Alright, we're done with the Mayakashis. Now let's get back to the Gokis. Alright, so we have another rare. Goki Headbat. Level 2 Warrior Effect. If this card is in your hand, you can send one other Goki monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then target one Goki monster you control. Special summon this card in the defense position. If you do, the targeted monster gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the field, you get to search for another Goki monster. What I don't like about this card is you have to send one other Goki monster from your hand to the graveyard to special summon the Headbat, which reduces your hand advantage. But I guess it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm too aware. And I think you only use it on your turn as well. Yeah, you can only use this on your turn as well. Yeah, Goki Headbat sucks. Goki Octo Stretch. If your opponent monster attacks during damage calculation, quick effect, you can discard this card. The damage you take from that battle is halved. When your opponent activates an effect that will inflict damage to you even during the damage step, quick effect, you can discard this card. The damage you take from that effect is halved. If this card is from the field to the graveyard, you can search again. So this card can help you from getting OTK'd, so it's not too bad. So yeah, I can see people playing Octo Stretch, but I don't know, I mean, you might as well, I mean, it's searchable, yes. Interesting. Change stops the combo. Yeah, Crudy. Pretty much, Crudy. Pretty much. If this card is special summoned by the effect, so we got Bear Hug level 6. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Goki card or a normal summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its original attack until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from the field to graveyard, you can search. So it's 2400 attack, 0 defense. So you can bring out Bear Hug with, yeah, see, they're even talking about the combo here. Well, Claw, interesting. We didn't touch on Claw yet. But yeah, you could pretty much, you go into Super X, summon him, special summon the level 6, and then you could target a monster your opponent controls in half into the end of this turn. So that's the combo. So you go into Super X. So Super X causes a lot of the combos. Super X does a lot of the combos because you just go into Super X, into, let's say, Bear Hug, you get its effect. And yeah, Iron Claw. So they're talking about this combo up top. Let's see if this card is even worth it. Level 2 Warrior Effect Monster. During the damage step, when your Goki monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. To the end of this turn, your monster gains 500 attack, and if it does, it is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one. See, I like Iron Claw and all, but I mean, what's the point? It should be not during the damage step. It should just be during the turn. Like, why ruin such, like, it was getting good until they said during the damage step when your Goki monster battles an opponent's monster. Now, when they attack directly, is Iron Claw worth it? I don't think so. 500 attack over the damage step for a -1. I don't think so. Bayonator, the Baneful Bayo. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 1,000 attack for each monster your opponent controls. So you can just summon this card and make your opponent lose 1,000 Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's permanent! And if your opponent has 2 monsters, they lose 2,000 attack. Where did you come from, Baneful Pharaoh? Y'all see this, right? I mean, how are you gonna bring it out so casually, but... Hey, it's better than most cards I've seen already. That should have been a UR. Konami! Put Baneful Pharaoh to a UR! Goki Face Turn, spell card. Target one Goki card you control and one Goki monster in your graveyard. Destroy that card on the field, and if you do special summon that other monster from the graveyard, you only activate one Goki Face Turn per turn. So I guess Goki Face Turn is good because it allows you to search for the Goki monster you need. And you get to special summon another Goki monster on the field onto the field, which could actually come in handy at times. I think Goki is when you normal or special summon Super X, right? No, it's only when you normal summon it. But Goki Bear Hug, you could use this card would be good in combination with Bear Hug, because if you go Goki Face Turn, special summon Bear Hug, it will weaken your opponent's monster. Because it's by a Goki card. So Goki Face Turn and Bear Hug is going to be a really good it's going to be a really good combo. Evo Force. I don't think this is a new card, right? Is Evo Force a new card? Or do we already have that? I think we already have Evo Force, so I'm gonna skip it for now. Yeah, DNG. Sky Striker Mecha Ego Booster Quick Play Spell Card. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target one face-up monster on the field. That target is unaffected by card effects this turn, except its own. And if you have 3 or more spell cards in your graveyard, it cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. I mean... I don't get it. Ego Booster doesn't work at all. How does Ego Booster even work? If it's in a monster zone, you can't use it. Other than it cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. No, actually, no. You just can't use any of the effects. Main monster zone. I think this either they need to errata this card for this game or they made a huge mistake. But like I've been saying, guys, Konami's been tripping lately. I don't know what's going on at that company right now. I think they're laying off a lot, and it's just like people are just, I don't know. Mayakashi Metamorphosis trap card. Discard one card, then target one of your Mayakashi monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Special summon it. This card may actually see some potential. Your opponent cannot target it with card effects this turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except Mayakashi monsters. What I like about Mayakashi Metamorphosis is, yeah, it's slow, but if you think about it, if you synchro summon the turn prior and you set this card, you could even search this card too with return. So if you synchro summon, search this card set on your opponent's turn, you can special summon, I think it's monsters too. Hold on. Let's go back to this card. I think I already forgot what you could do. Okay, so it's 1. You could discard 1 card, special summon a Graceful, Yoko the Graceful, the pop a monster in your opponent's side of the field on their turn, or Tengu to destroy a back row on your opponent's side of the field. on their turn. So this trap card might see some play. Just to cuck your opponent over. Evolutionary Bridge. When a monster you control target for an attack. Target one evil type monster in your Gaia, puts on their target, then switch to attack target that monster. Conduct damage calculation. Like I said, I'm not for Evil Swords, man. Evil Swords will not be meta until we get XYZs. So this is all just pile up. Yasha the Skeletal Mayakashi. You can discard one other Mayakashi monster. Special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Yasha the Skeletal Mayakashi once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra except Mayakashi monsters. So, okay, so you can discard a Mayakashi monster, preferably the tuner, because you want her in the graveyard. Or another one, special summon him, and then summon the tuner to go into the level 7 right off the bat. You have to discard one other Mayakashi special summon this card from your hand, which may not be a big deal because you may want that card in the graveyard. Yakusho could actually work in conjunction with Yuki Muzume, because you could discard Muzume and it wouldn't even be a -1 because you could just special summon her back again if you wanted to. And then, you know, you go into Dakki. You know, you discard Dakki. Well, no, you don't discard Dakki. You discard the water. Special summon, you summon Dakki. Go into the level 7. And you can start doing your plays. And if you wanted to bring out that level 1, you can for more defense. Or you could keep it in the graveyard for banished fodder once they start activating their effects to float. Alright, last... how much do we have now? I think we're just going to stick with Goki cage match, and I think we'll be done. But Shiranui Swords Master. If this card is in your graveyard, you can control 2 or more Shiranui monsters with different names. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is banished, you can target one zombie type monster you control again 600 attack until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect Shiranui Sword Master once per turn. Interesting card. I wonder if you'll see play in Shiranui's. Maybe. It does have a special summoning effect, and when you banish it, your Shiranui monster does gain 600, so who knows. Goki Cage Match. When this card is activated, place 3 counters on this card. If your Goki monster destroyed the opponent's monster by battle, remove 1 counter from this card. Once per turn at the end of the battle phase, if the last of these counters have been removed this way, you can special summon as many Goki monsters as possible with different names from your hand or deck, then place 3 counters on this card. I think it's too slow of a card. Yeah, too slow of a card. Your opponent could get rid of it fairly easily. That's probably why it's a normal. If Gokis do become a deck, I don't think this is gonna really see play. But yeah, that is my review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This box is Goki. I don't know. There's nothing too spectacular. I think the best thing we could get out of this box is your Mayakashi, just because it's zombies, it could probably meld with Shiranui's. Shiranui got a little bit of support. That is about it. But other than that, I think this box is not that good. Yeah, Big City, appreciate it. Yeah. I call this a hard skip, me personally. If you're worried about the meta changing, don't worry about it. If anything, watch out for invokes. I mean, not invokes. Shiranui's playing some of the newer support, maybe. But other than that, the meta's gonna stay just the way it is. I don't know what Konami was smoking, deciding this was a good idea, but oh well. Appreciate the love. This is Chopper 200, signing out.